morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had an awesome weekend. We are going to do a fun little craft, a fun little Easter craft today. And I've been running around this morning. I had some errands to run, so that's why I'm late. So I'm sorry. I do apologize. But we are going to, I'm looking for my lotion and I don't see it. We are going to use these new, they're called worn wallpaper scraps that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. They are the Jim Holtz brand. They're not on sale this week, but I wanted them really bad. So I went and got them. But they're so cute. There's lots of different like cutouts. And then also there are all of these adorable vintage wallpaper scraps. So I don't know if they're actually wallpaper. They have that same sort of texture. I don't think they are. I think they're just made to look like it. So anyways, that's what we're going to do. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. I'm on Facebook and YouTube this morning. So hello. I think Lynn is who I saw on YouTube. All right, y'all. Let me pull this up real quick. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the whole thing. We, you know, have a 7-year-old and he had to go to bed, and I had to go to bed too. So we didn't watch the whole thing. But I did watch the first half, and I watched Rihanna as well. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Liz and Dorothy and Debbie and Joyce and Lynn. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Carol. Hey, Kim. Hey, Daria. I did have a good weekend. Hey, Tina and Irene and Patricia and Cindy and Renee. Hi, Mary. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kimberly and Laura and Leona and Bonnie and Ruth. Hi, Christine. Hey, Pam. Hi, Patricia and Judy and LaDonna and Karen. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Annie. Hey, Catherine and Rosie. Good morning, y'all. Hello to all the people over on YouTube. Hi, Monica and Lynn on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching and joining me. All right, so y'all know that I am very into vintage lately. And so I love the colors. They just look Eastery to me. So we picked up this morning these vintage scrapbook paper, or vintage inspired. I don't think they're actually vintage, but wallpaper designs, okay? So we're going to use those to make a cute little sign. I'm going to use this little bunny from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use this sign right here, also from Dollar Tree, okay? And I'm also going to get some lotion because I need it. That's just the cold, hard truth. I can't help it. Okay. Christy, thank you for celebrating, y'all. I do appreciate when you celebrate and when you sprinkle. Don't forget also to check out our website, thecelebrationco.com, for all kinds of great products. We've got some new inventory on the website, and I'm also getting ready to start loading some more stuff that just came in today. So lots of fun things on there. You can start getting your Mother's Day stuff and all of that. Start planning for Easter and for the spring and the summer. All of that. And also, don't forget to sign up for our text list. I will post the link for that today that you can sign up. You're going to need to download the Telegram app, and then you'll sign up for the channel at the Celebration COKY, okay? You'll sign up for that channel. If you're not subscribed to that channel, then you will not receive a text from me, okay? So that's very important that you're signed up for that channel. Catherine, thank you so much for the stars. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to take off this hanger. I'm not going to use it. So we're just going to cut that off. Okay, and then I'm going to heat this up and try and remove this little beaded, you know, this thing right here, this beaded like frame. We're going to use it. We're still going to use it, but we're going to go ahead and remove it to make life a little easier on us, okay? Y'all, I think this is going to be a really cute little craft, okay? I'm really excited about it. Very excited. Tina, thank you for the stars. Teresa, thank you for the stars. Daria, thank you for the stars. All right, let's see. Hopefully we can get this to pop right off. I'm just using my paint scraper. Just got right up underneath it and it just came right off pretty easily, okay? All right, there's some spots where it pulled up the paper, but it's not bad at all right? So here's what I'm gonna do. These little papers are not big enough to cover this background. So we're not going to do that for the background, okay? Instead, I'm going to try something, all right? We're going to try something, see what happens. So we are just going to use some different paints. Let's see. I'm going to start with a gray. And that's mostly because it will have a little bit more hide than white to cover this up. All right, so I'm going to start with Timeless Gray by Apple Barrel. All right, and find a brush. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more than that. Yes, I'll type the channel into the comments, actually. So you need to download the Telegram app, and it's a little blue icon with a white paper airplane. And subscribe to the channel, The Celebration COKY. Okay, there we go. Which is also the same way that you would tag us if you ever want to tag us on Facebook in one of your posts or anything like that. You'll use that same at the Celebration COKY is how you will tag us. All right, so I'm just doing a coat of this, and this is mostly just to kind of add a little bit of hide on that background so that we can cover it and paint it with a different color. You could just take any kind of scrapbook paper and just Mod Podge the scrapbook paper on and leave it like that as well. Thank you, Mary Wheeler, for explaining that. Yes, giving stars is basically like sending me a tip. It is just a way for you all to show support to us. Okay. All right. Now, let's take some white. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm just going to kind of wipe it off. I'm going to grab a little bit of white, and I think I'm also going to grab some, let's see, let's do this color. This color is called Parchment, okay? And this is by Folk Art, and it's a multi-surface. Yes, you do have to pay for the stars. Correct. It's like every star is worth a penny for me. Sometimes Facebook will offer deals where you all can get like so many stars for less money. But it's still, for me, it's still a penny per star. So even if you get a deal on it, and you get a deal for like 500 stars and you send me 500 stars, I still get $5. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm just going to be working in layers here, okay? So I'm going to come in now with my white. I'm going to dry this just to, again, help with the so I don't see what's underneath. I have kind of in my mind what I want. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, so we'll see. Okay. Right now, I'm just trying to get that background ready so that I can really start working it. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my white. And I have not wiped my brush off. I haven't cleaned my brush. I'm just coming in with that same brush just as it was. Awesome, Melissa. And I am trying to keep my paint strokes all in the same direction. Okay. All right, so let me show you how this looks right now. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see that it's got some different color tones going on. You can probably see it better after I dry it. Thank you all for the stars. Lots of stars today. Thank you. Thank you, Angie and Melissa. Okay, so now we've got kind of just like a kind of multi-toned background, okay? Kind of see how that is? Really, Julie? Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome. All right. Okay, here's what I want to do now. I want to do a little bit of dry brushing. And I'm trying to decide. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit more white and a little bit more of the parchment. Just because there's some spots I just don't quite like how it's looking. Alright, so let's just, I want to just kind of clean this up just a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of add some more. Hi, Margaret from Dallas. And my brush still has a little bit of that gray in it, so every now and then I'm getting a little bit of that gray, and that's totally fine. All right, I'm liking that. So I'm going to wipe my brush off, and I'm going to dry my background, and then I'm going to come in with some burnt umber. Actually, I think instead, no, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay, so in my little set that I picked up this morning from Hobby Lobby, it's the Tim Holtz Worn Wallpaper Scraps. I'm thinking about, because there's not a piece that's big enough, I'm thinking about taking these scraps and Mod Podging them onto our background and letting them be our background. So I'm just playing right now to kind of see what this is going to look like. Okay, but I think that's going to be really pretty. All right, we're going to do that. So we're going to just take some Mod Podge. Started as a picture from Dollar Tree that had the little wood, or not wood, the little plastic beads around the edge. It had this around the edge. I'll show you. It was the gray one. So, but it looked like this, okay? It was this type of sign. And this is in like the home decor section at the Dollar Tree. Alrighty. So let's just Mod Podge these on just as they are. Let them hang over the edge. We're just going to kind of create our own wallpaper background. So I'm just doing a few at a time so I can make sure that they're all in the right spot. Robin, I put it upside down mostly so I can see what it is. It's just easier for me to see what color it is when it's upside down like that. But also because it makes all of the paint come down to the top so that when I get it out, it's ready and I'm not having to do so much of this, you know, shaking to get all the paint to the top. All right, so last of it. This is going to be really pretty. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and just go over everything with my Mod Podge just to make sure it's all adhered. And it'll all have that same finish by going over the whole thing with Mod Podge. All right, so I'm going to dry it. And as I dry it, as it starts to get dry on the top, I can rub over any places that might be picking up. and they'll lay right back down with the heat. Okay, so I can just rub these down, make sure they're all well adhered while they're warm. All right, now we'll just sand off our excess. I'm gonna use my Gator sander and just go all the way around and just get rid of any excess. What I'm using, these pieces came out of the Jim Holtz worn wallpaper scraps that you can get from Hobby Lobby. I think you can also get it from Amazon. It's not on sale this week, unfortunately. I keep waiting for it to be, but it's not on sale, but I bought it anyway. I think you can get it on Amazon as well, so I will try to share a link for that today for you all. Okay, so here is how this looks. Isn't that pretty? All right, so I'm not done yet. Okay, we're not done yet. So I'm gonna take my brush that I've been using, okay? It's pretty dry. I'm gonna see if I can get, yeah. I'm gonna do just a little bit of dry brushing. Back and forth this way. There's very, very little paint in my brush right now. Okay, and I think I'm gonna add a little bit more paint to my brush. So I just did a little bit of white. And we're just going back and forth. All right. Now I'm gonna do some of the burnt umber around the edges. All right, so just get a little bit of that. Oops, Daisy's making a mess here. I know, Deborah. I keep waiting for it to go on sale, but it hadn't happened yet. All right. So wipe your brush off. And we're just going to go around the edges, okay, with our brush that's got the burnt umber on it. This is going to give us a little bit of a worn looking edge. And I'm using the same brush again. I have not changed brushes. Okay. All right, now it looks like this. Isn't that pretty? That is pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. That's ready. We're gonna paint our little beaded trim because I don't want it to be gray. Okay, so we're just going to, I'm gonna take my same brush, just kind of wipe it off some more. And I'm just gonna use this same white and the parchment color that I've been using, and we're just gonna paint this. You could also use chalk paint for this as well. Oh, really, Janet? Okay, that's good to know. She said that she hasn't seen the Tim Holtz on sale at Hobby Lobby in like a year, but that she sees it on sale at Joann's and at Michael's. I'll have to check those places. So I'm definitely going to have to do a couple of coats. Definitely more than one coat. Okay, let's dry this. Where did I find what, Glenda? The little frame that I'm using, this came from Dollar Tree. It was attached to this plaque. And we just used our heat gun to remove it. And now we're just painting it. All right, and some of the paint looks like it's going to come off, and that's all right because I was going to distress it anyways. So I want to just see if I can get a pretty little distressed look. Okay, let me dry it again, and I'm going to do it one more time. It's not perfect, but I'm liking how it's looking. I'm getting... I sure am, aren't I? Thank you, Mary Lee. Okay. All right, let me grab a little bit more paint. This is just white. I'm just using white right now. All right, I think this is the last time I'm going to do this. So this is the third time. As I said, some of the paint is coming off. I did use a little bit of multi-surface the first time I coated it, but it's actually looking really cool. All right. Okay, I like it. Let's dry. Now you could also go back with burnt umber over the whole thing and then wipe it off really good, and you would end up with burnt umber in all the little crevices. That would look pretty too. Mary Lee, I found them in the paper crafting section at Hobby Lobby. They were with all the Tim Holtz stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to set this down because I know that it's going to stick right now, but I just want to see how it looks, and I like how it looks. I don't know if I want to do any burnt umber or not. Let's see. Maybe just a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna like do the whole thing. Just gonna dry brush a smidgen on, just here and there. Okay, they are flat on one side, yes. So it looks like this on the back side. So because there's already glue on here, here's what I'm gonna do. I am just going to heat this up, and then we'll just stick it right back on to our sign. Hopefully that'll work. So I'm using a sign that I got from Dollar Tree. And this piece right here was originally attached to the sign. All right. So we'll just glue this back down. Jackie, thank you for the stars. Okay, so it looks so cute. Okay, so here is our background. How cute is that? All right, and I think it's stuck pretty good. So I've got my little bunny here that I'm planning to put right in the middle. Okay. So I was thinking that I would use one of these pieces of wallpaper if I like one of them. Let's just see what we can find. There's some really pretty ones in here. This one is so cute. Glenda, yes, they do. He does. He is at school today. Ooh, this one might be really pretty with it. I think I like that one. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. It's not quite a floral, but I think that's gonna be really pretty. So let's go ahead and we'll paint the sides. Okay, so let me grab a little bit more white. Keeping the same brush, and I'm just going to paint the edges. So I'm just going with whatever color this makes based on what's left in my brush. I'm using white acrylic though. Hey, Nancy. Yes, I agree, Lynn. It definitely has a shabby chic feel to it. Okay. Let's dry this. All right. So let's Mod Podge on this wallpaper piece. Just gonna add some Mod Podge. I'm not gonna trace it or anything. All right. I know, Deborah. I know. It's rare that I do that, but, you know, sometimes it happens. I'll have to see if I can get it out. Thank you, Amy. All right. So let's just take our sander and we'll just go around and sand off the excess. I'm using 80 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna cut down the middle here, make it a little bit easier on me. I will try that, Donna. Okay. All right, y'all. Think we pretty much got it. Okay. So, here's how that looks. I'm going to do some more burnt umber on here. So, just removing the paint from the brush. A little bit of burnt umber. Tammy, what are you asking me? She says, I've not been ignoring your posts. I do watch all your replays. If I miss you, I've been having to settle my parents' estate. I'm so sorry that you've been having to do that, Tammy. I did not see your first comment, so I do apologize. But I'm glad you could be here now. All right, so we're just going around the edges, just like we did with the background. And this just kind of, again, makes it look a little bit more aged. And I'm also going to do the kind of dry brush the wood outside a little bit as well. All right. Okay. So, look how cute that is. Y'all, this is adorable. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm just going to use some hot glue. All right. There we go. So now we just have one final touch to do. And you all know what that is probably going to be. We're going to do a bow. Ooh, Tina, yum. That's my favorite. One of my favorites. Oh, Amy, that was a replay. That was a replay, so I don't really know, but that was a replay from last year, so. All right, I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I think actually what I'm going to do is cut this down. This is from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to cut this down. I think. So So right now I'm basically cutting it in half. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. All right, let's see if we can fray this just a little bit so it matches the other side. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna run my fingers down the sides so it kind of matches. Okay, so now we've got a thinner piece. I think this will be perfect. Hi, Lisa. All right, y'all. Yep, I think that's cute. Let's just trim the edges. And I'm just gonna take my sanding block and kind of sand the edges a little bit so they don't look so freshly cut like the rest of the bow. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, how cute is that? All right, y'all. So what do we think? I'm sort of wondering about making it stand up. I think I'm going to. So we're going to take 6 Jenga blocks. These are the Dollar Tree Jenga blocks. And I'm going to glue together 3 and 3. Let's see how this looks. Okay. All right, so let me see how this looks before I paint, just so I can see if this is gonna work. Okay. Change of plans. Let's see. Hang on, y'all. Let me process this. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of gluing it the way that I did, I'm gonna glue 2 pieces together long ways. Okay, like this. All right. I know, Catherine. I need to do the same. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and paint them. Do I want to go ahead and paint them? No, I'm going to go ahead and put them on. And let's just see if we can make this work. So I'm going to glue 1 piece right here to the bottom. You could also just put this on a hanger and make this hang as well. Okay. Then we're going to flip over and we'll put our other piece right here on the back. So we're just kind of sandwiching that sign in between. Now, our two pieces that we glued together are going to go. I'm going to line them up so that they are parallel with the front. So I'm just putting hot glue on the sides of them. Okay. Let's see if this works. All right. So this is what we end up with. So now we can just go in and paint those little blocks. Let's see. I'm just using the white again, except I'm using that same brush, so all the colors are kind of mixing together. All right. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's dry. All right, all done. So here we go. Here's our little sign. What do y'all think? Jennifer, the papers came from Hobby Lobby if you're watching still on YouTube. Okay, and so now it will stand up on its own like that. Isn't that cute? And it reminds me of like a vintage, you know, like one of those silhouette things. You know what I'm talking about? It's always oval and there's like a face. That's kind of what it reminds me of, except it's a bunny. It's a bunny head. So anyways, it's got a very fun, vintage, sort of shabby chic-like vibe. We used the all of these fun papers from Hobby Lobby that are these vintage wallpaper looking pieces, okay? And then it also came with all these little all these little floral cutouts. So we actually used the floral cutouts to create our background because these papers were not big enough. So we just used multiple ones and just kind of glued them all on there with some Mod Podge, just kind of aged and distressed it, and I just love how it turned out. So thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out with me this morning. It's a beautiful day here in Kentucky, so I hope that you all have a beautiful day as well, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye everybody.